ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. Namaskar. We thank you for joining us on this journey of reading the Valmiki Ramayana in original. This project is brought to you to explore the Ramayana. We have completed reading of the 3 books of the Ramayana, and today we will be looking at unveiling the Aranyakandam, a journey through the ancient geography, ecology, anthropology, and weaponry as described in the Aranyakandam, which is the book of the forests. As we have already talked about the huge potential for various topics of research that present themselves in entire Valmiki Ramayana. In the Aranyakandam, we look at the quest for the exact locations, the maps and the routes that were taken by Rama during his 13 years of exile in the forests. I request you to deviate from the accepted norms that have been presented to us by academia about the locations, the antiquity of our past. I urge you to revisit the ancient texts and look at ancient maps. Trying to pinpoint the exact locations and routes based on current day existing maps would be highly inaccurate. I invite you and urge you to create new maps that seeks to identify the authentic locations mentioned in the Aranyakandam of the Valmiki Ramayana. In fact, this entire saga beckons us to explore the landscape of the forests, where Rama spends 13 years of his exile among some of the natural wonders in this country. This endeavor, however, necessitates collaboration with botany, cartography, climatology, and zoology experts, enriching our understanding of the environment Rama traversed. Mapping Rama's journey from his birth right up to the end of the Valmiki Ramayana is a task that would be highly rewarding. It would also put into context the actual journey and the places that have great historical importance and are now tourist centers and places of pilgrimage in our country. Rama's journey leads us to the banks of the Godavari River, where his humble hut once stood. Researchers aim to pinpoint these exact locations to illuminate the past. The involvement of the climatologist is important because in the chapter where Lakshmana in great detail describes the onset of the winter season, the season when the plants flower, the climate and the temperatures are described by Rama in the various chapters of the Aranyakand. These offer insights into the landscapes that have shaped our lives through these forests. In fact, the detailed descriptions in the Ramayana become a powerful tool for discovering the historical geography of ancient India. The Aranyakandam is replete with detailed descriptions of the trees, the plants, the flowers, the animals in the forests that Rama encounters. It is a treasure trove of ecological knowledge. Jatayu, the great eagle, appears in the Aranyakandam, and he becomes a vital source as he shares his insights into his origin and the origin of the various species. A lot of them highlighting the connection between life and myth. By studying these descriptions, which are given in great detail in the Aranyakandam, we can actually construct the timelines and seasonal activities and understand the living environment of that era. We will also discover many species of animals and plants which are as of now extinct. and in our recent history haven't even been referred to. Considering that the Ramayana dates back to 12,209 BCE, it is important for us to understand the fauna and the flora that existed at that time, what has disappeared, and what has evolved, and what species have mutated into what we see today. The variety of wildlife described in Aranyakandam gives us a glimpse of the rich biodiversity that surrounded Rama in the forests. While in the Balakandam and in the Ayodhya Kandam, we journeyed through chapters where we saw the grandeur of palaces. But in the Aranyakandam, we have detailed description of the simple elegance of the huts and the hermitages that Rama visits. The Aranyakandam describes the hut built for Rama by Lakshmana and also gives us an idea of the layout of the hermitages and different huts that are created where these hermitages were located. Detailed descriptions, in fact, give us an understanding to the construction methods, the architectural styles, and also based on the ancient Vastu Shastra principles. It is in the Aranyakandam that we get the first description of Lanka given by Ravana at the time of his abduction of Sita. In fact, we see a juxtaposition of unique perspectives on lifestyles in this epic. The life of the king in the city of Ayodhya and in his kingdom, the life of the people, and then the life of the ascetic and the life of the wanderer and the life of the rishis in the forests. In fact, learning some of these methods that have been building construction that have been described in the Aranyakandam can inspire modern architectural applications that align with nature's principles. The Aranyakandam sees a plethora of ogres. In one chapter, Rama defeats 14,000 ogres, and they are all not of the same kind. So we see a captivating look at the different types of ogres, their different shapes and sizes, their abilities, their powers as shapeshifters and night crawlers, and their various living conditions. In fact, one also gets an inkling of the population and the societal structure that exists amongst the ogres. We also see the weapons that are wielded by the ogres in their interactions with Rama. This is about expanding our understanding of the types of creatures that exist in the world and our perception and our views of what is good and what is evil. In fact, the Rakshasas come in different shapes, sizes, and forms with different ideas and concepts of evil that drive their behavior. So, in the Aranyakandam, we need to be ready to expand our horizons of what we presume to be right and about the lifestyle of those times. In the battle with the Rakshasas, we see various types of weapons playing a crucial role. In fact, Rama promises the rishis and the ascetics that he would get rid of all the Rakshasas in the forest that actually trouble them and make their life miserable. Some of the Rakshasas, in fact, live on the flesh of these ascetics. So we see a description of the mighty chariot of Ravana and the various weapons wielded by Ravana himself. And we see for the first time a description of the Pushpak Vimana, which Ravana uses to carry away Sita. We find there is a strategic use of these arms, and also each of these weapons is capable of creating a specific type of injury to their target. What we need to also explore is the insight into the strategies and the appropriate usage of these weapons that were unique. These were highly advanced weapons, although they have been referred to as arrows and bows, but one needs to look beyond what is being said in very plain words in the text. Can we, from this, learn how our past has shaped our future? The abduction of Sita is described in great narrative, but it also gives us the ancient landmarks and geographical features that give us a clue to the route and the path taken by Ravana from the landmass to his island, Lanka. Identifying these critical sites can actually enhance our understanding and reverence for the landscape that holds these stories. In fact, in this pursuit of finding the true location of Lanka, we need to understand this pursuit needs to be a collaborative effort that unites historians, archaeologists, oceanographers, and other enthusiasts to come to a common goal of discovery of where Lanka really was. In fact, a successful exploration of Ramayana's locations requires collaboration between cartographers, geographers, oceanographers, historians, climatologists, botanists, and zoologists. Each of these disciplines brings a unique insight that, when they combine, can actually give a true representation and reveal the comprehensive narrative of Rama's journey. We need to weave together these threads of knowledge as we create this rich tapestry that has already been drawn, this rich tapestry of our understanding of the lives and the times of the period, which has already been so beautifully captured in verse by Valmiki. This multidisciplinary approach to uncovering the Ramayana underscores the interconnectedness of culture, ecology, and history. So, I invite you to start Project Ramayana in your university, your college, or in your group, or just as an individual who has the passion and a curious mind to delve further into our ancient texts and to uncover the truth of our ancient societies and the landscape that has shaped not only us, our history, but human history. Whether you're a scholar or an enthusiast or just simply curious, you will find a topic of interest for you to explore. This is how we can find ways to animate the past and inspire future generations about our culture and antiquity by sharing this knowledge. I thank you for your curiosity and enthusiasm for ancient wisdom and to pave a way for deeper understanding of our shared heritage. The fact that there are 300 versions of the Ramayana spread across many continents clearly shows that understanding the culture, the geography, and the life and times of the Ramayana will bring together a deeper understanding into our identities, our cultures, and our shared heritage across all countries. It is time for us to reveal the treasures of the past. And we can have no better source to begin with as our starting point than the Valmiki Ramayana, where Valmiki has given such exquisitely descriptive and detailed account of the place, the people, the weapons, the clothes, and their social and cultural practices. As always, we are using the Valmiki Ramayana original with Sanskrit with translation in English and Hindi, published by Geeta Gorakhpur Press. I once again encourage you to get a copy of the Valmiki Ramayana for you to read along with us if you haven't already done so. I invite you to subscribe to our channel and share with your family and friends this wonderful, amazing epic, this Adi Kavya, the first poem that was written in 12,209 BCE by the great poet and rishi Valmiki. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Dhanyavad.